Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Hakuoki Blossoms in Realma's Route in Chapter 3. And we got our kiss in the last one. So we got that gorgeous CG. Anyway, now comes the slow descent into like whatever land because we already got our kiss, so whatever. I'm just kidding. So onward. As we held on to one another, the sun had completely set, and we made our way back to my house. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear my dishwasher. I'm sure you can't. It's so fucking loud to me, I think I'm gonna go deaf. But I realize sometimes when I listen, I'm like, you can't hear it. The microphone is really good at not picking that shit up, but it's like, God, it's so loud. Anyway. Rather uncouth of you to keep me waiting. Just where the hell have you been? I can't remember the voice I gave him. Literally, what the fuck? You know what? This route's just a mess. Just whatever. I can't wait to see the comments on this one. When this route's a mess! Everyone's gonna be like, yeah, you suck. Please don't tell me that. Just pretend. Shirahanui. Knowing you two, you likely traveled to Ueno for a quaint date over it. It's Daiai? Chaya? Wow, that's a mouthful. Anyway, didn't you? You know I can't. You know what the funny thing is I practice my Japanese every fucking day, and then when I get to this point and read this, I'm like, I can't read English, let alone anything Japanese. You know, it's like a stage fright thing, I think is what it is. So, like, if people ask me to, like, speak Japanese, I'd be like, I can't. I can do it by myself. By myself, I can walk around my fucking apartment and have conversations with myself all day. You know, like, as far as I've learned, like, I can say hello to myself. I can actually have a better conversation in Japanese with myself than I can have in Spanish. And I took 2 years of Spanish, but that just shows you what happens when you don't use it. Literally. But, you know. So. But at least in Spanish, I can ask where the library is. I forget what the word for library is in Japanese, but I know how to ask where the library is. Yeah, I could do it. Gotta remember what the word is. I have it written down somewhere. Anyway. Daiai Chaya. Wow. A tea shop sometimes frequented as a romantic destination for men and women seeking an indelible rendezvous point. Ooh. What are you talking about? If I were to have a rendezvous with the woman I love, I'd pick a more romantic destination, surely. Really? That sounded like it was supposed to be a really romantic tea shop, and wow. Not good enough for you. Ryoma. Ha! Look how offensive you've gotten. So the two of you are finally an item. What did you come here for? To mock us? No, actually. Unfortunately for myself, I had neglected to mention something to you earlier this afternoon. Are either of you aware of the Shogi Company? The name sounds familiar, but I'm having trouble recalling who they could be. If I remember, they're part of the Hirosubashi clan, specifically the ones unhappy about Lord Yoshinobu's imposed penance, right? Hirosubashi clan. And yet then there's things like that somehow I can manage. I don't know. A secondary branch of the Tokugawa family, of which there are 3. Before becoming shogun, Yoshinobu Tokugawa was a member of this house. It's when there's a lot of the vowels together that it's like, wait, pause, I have to figure out how to do it. And especially because there's certain words that obviously I'm pronouncing wrong. Because, you know, it looks like it's pronounced this way, but it's not. But, you know, I don't know everything yet. Shut up. Precisely. Bunch of Shogunate loyalists and hopeless retainers looking to pick a fight with Imperial forces in Edo. Is that true? Then, initially the Tosa domain arrived with the expectation of subjugating them, but hey, I was talking. Fucking interrupt me. Unsurprisingly, the Choshu aren't exactly foaming at the mouth for a chance to validate the Tosa's political stature, so their intention to subjugate went ignored. Oh, all this political things and war things. Regardless, things do eventually come to a head, and I expect some of her former colleagues might still be in Edo. Wouldn't you think? Wait. Oh no, it's still Shiranui. I was like, okay, is he still talking? If my predictions are correct, as they often are, then I anticipate those hopeless ragtag soldiers are preparing themselves for quite the skirmish. Furies, huh? So it seems. Many thanks. About time for you to come through. But why come all the way here just to share this with us? This is Takasugi's wish. He mentioned how you veered toward reckless tendencies, so I thought I'd lend some guidance. Huh. I never figured him to be much of a Samaritan, but out of everyone I know, It's sure rich hearing Takasugi call me reckless. Well, now you know. Best of luck to you both. Took a better at doing Shiranami's voice, and I can't even remember if that's the voice. It's close enough. If I could do better at that, Ryoma just changes every single time he opens his mouth. I can't. I cannot remember the voice I gave him to save my fucking life. And it's like, too late to go back and look now. We're almost over. Shiranami shot us a sly grin before spinning on his heels and exiting from the house. I can't even remember the voice I give him from one line to the next. Something's seriously wrong with my brain. Wait, Ueno, right? But I'll bet you that's where Nakaoka is. Oh, we should do some scouting. Okay. And again, it's gotten pretty late. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Why don't we sleep together? Yes? What? Yeah. No. Shh, Spacey. No. Yes. Yes, that sounds like a great idea. Shh, just mouth the words that I'm saying for you. Why not? You have feelings for me, right? Don't tell me you're gonna make me hold out until we have the marriage ceremony. Hey! Nagakura and I just we're married now, and we didn't even have a ceremony. So, I'm not saying anyone's holding out, but I'm not ready for this yet. Girl, 4 fucking years. I've waited 4. It's been 4 fucking years! Hey, if you aren't ready, then I won't force you, but I like that. I won't force you, but oh, you had me until the butt part. Like, if you make me wait for too long, I won't be able to contain myself. Better watch out. Okay, that's a little rapey talk right there. Let's not. I don't want to make you wait. She's the one making you wait, but I know. Wait, what? No. This took a wrong left turn. Well, I thought we were turning right and you went off into the left field. What the fuck just happened? No, sweetie, no. My instincts instantly screamed vindication. Ryoma was playing me in the palm of his hand. Just then, just enjoy it. Ryoma? Stay back. It's just a head rush, okay? He was guarded, trying to deflect from his obvious display of pain, but the truth emerged as his hair faded into a shade of stark white. This must be bloodlust. I give him blood. Ryoma, drink my blood. To crave the taste of blood from the woman I love. You've no idea what that does to a man. I understand how you might feel, Ryoma, but still, it's better me than just killing a random person, isn't it? Plus, it's kind of sexy. Like, you're a vampire. This is like sexy vampire territory. We're okay with this. Forgive me. Wasn't putting all of it on you. Give me that. I'll make the cut myself. His expression warped, and I almost mistook his frantic gesture as an attempt to confiscate my kodachi. But I trusted him and handed him the small sword. Ryoma shakily slunk toward me, inching so close I could make out the glisten on his damp skin. Then he loosened the collar of my kimono. Oh, in my heart I knew that there was no malice behind his actions, that this was a method of soothing him. But staring into his eyes, those savage, brooding eyes, frightened me, and I could scarcely look back at him. Eventually he drew the kodachi out from its sheath and pressed its icy edge against my skin. And then he made a small incision on my neck. His lips tickled me as they began to slurp. We use words like slurp. You're like, oh, takes the sexy out of it. Sorry, does it hurt? No, that's not all. That's not all? No, that's not all. Wait, then why do you withdraw from me? Drops of blood trickled from out of the sides of his lips as he timidly posed his question. Nothing. The ceaseless pattern of Ryoma's inhaling and exhaling against my skin as he drank my blood entranced me. One day, your stubbornness might cost you. Although Ryoma had made me well aware of his dissatisfaction with drinking my blood, it dwarfed in comparison to the relief I had felt, knowing that his pain would momentarily subside. A few days had passed since Shiranui arrived to deliver us the news of the Shogi Company. At last, tensions bubbled to the surface, and the Shogi Company fortified Ueno against the marching Choshu. It came as no surprise, however, that the Choshu rinsed through the Shogi Company without issue. Later that night, Ryoma and I made the short trip to Kenai Temple in Ueno, where the battle had recently taken place. I've got a feeling that Nakaoka and his fury troops must be starving. The fact is, they're probably desperate by now, and I bet they're drinking up corpse blood instead of fresh blood. Right. Gross. Surely Ryoma's feeling was more than just a feeling. More than a feeling. If things had panned differently for Ryoma, then he likely would be in the same position as they were, wandering in search of a fresh meal at the risk of insanity. Why, father? How could you perform such an inhuman experiment on the men of Tosa? I began to contemplate terrifying thoughts when I flinched, hearing footsteps patter toward us. They belonged to none other than Nakoka? Oh, this bitch!
Well, well, I've been expecting you to. That's you there, isn't it?
It was Kaoru Nagumo, whose gaze was pointed sharply toward us, hidden behind a bushy shrub, and we have no idea that Kaoru is our brother right now. That's fucking weird. Somehow she had sniffed out our location, which sent off an unsettling feeling in my stomach. Realizing that our charade was fooling no one, Ryoma shot up to his feet and stepped into the open. I apprehensively followed after him. Hold on, sorry, it's itching my eyes. I'm trying to read. Been some time, Kaoru Nagumo. Fancy seeing you here. Not exactly a leisurely destination, though. Guess if Nakaoka and his cronies are here, then it shouldn't surprise me to see you lurking around with him. Hold on just a second. I actually think... Yeah. That's actually fun. Not surprising. It's actually... I just wanted to check because something occurred to me. I was like, you know what's funny? Like, because he's always disguised as a girl, it's like, yes, it is actually a woman that does his voice. Which is usually the case when they're younger characters. But it's funny because his character's supposed to be our age, but it would be really weird if it was like, can you imagine, like, some of the voices we know, like some of the Japanese voice actors that, like, just, you'd be like, wait, why does she have such a manly voice? But if you think about it, like, I mean, like Shield and Black Butler is a fucking woman. Like, anytime it's a younger male character, like teenager, younger, it's always a woman that does the voice. Same thing with, like, I think it's the same thing when they dub it. But anyway, mind letting us know what's going on past this entrance? Don't be shy now.
Come now, you're a clever man, Sakamoto. You should have figured it out by now. Haven't you already had the chance to catch up with your old friend? He's been dying to see you.
It's fucking creepy. Kira's loaded question went unappreciated as Ryoma clenched his teeth in anger. So, you're the bastard who turned all of my fellow Tosa men into monsters, are you?
You think you're being presumptuous. I merely granted their wish, giving them the power to topple the regime of retainers.
Whatever. You're just one of Yodo's pawns. Another brick in the wall of oppressive retainers. Yodo Yamauchi, the 15th generation lord of the Tosa domain. He was a fierce, oppressive ruler that encouraged shogunate rule within the Tosa domain. In fact, the only reason you've got eyes on me is because they ordered you to do so, right? I'm willing to bet they're the ones who told you to rope up the country's samurai to use as test subjects. Stop me when I'm wrong.
Doesn't that go both ways? Look at all of those
Dapan?
who fled the Tosa, searching for their first chance of glory. You, however, were tempted by a different muse. You accepted orders from Lord Yamauchi himself. You were just as willing to exploit the Tosa as we were, weren't you? Yukimura, did he happen to mention all of this to you, or is this the first you've heard of it? She has no idea, eh? See, his entire basis for coddling up with you, pretending to participate in the sick facade was because the Tosa domain had ordered him to. His mission was to extract information about the Shinsengumi from you. When it comes to acts of self-preservation, the man's an expert at lying without batting an eye.
He's unworthy of your trust. I trust him more than I trust you. But only because I know how this is going to go. You know what I'm saying? But, like, if this was like in the like, if you really didn't know, like who to trust, like in romance games, you're like, I'm gonna trust him because we're gonna bone later. Like I just know how this is gonna go. Like but like. But you know what I mean? Like, I almost wish there was a game where, like, we're not going to tell you who you romance because there's going to be characters that are going to kill you. Like, not just in bad endings. There are legit characters that you don't know. You can try to romance them, but they ain't having it. I mean, you never know. Or you know how in like some games, like you get like an ending and you're like, this is the good ending? Looking at you, Toma. I'm in a fucking cage? How is this good? The fuck? You know what I mean? Or you'd end up in like a path and you'd go down and you'd be like, I'm gonna fall in love with him, and then he'd backstab you and you'd be like a sex slave forever, and you're like, wait, this is the good ending? What? You know what I mean? Because then you wouldn't expect it. You'd be like, no, I trust him, huh? And then you'd be like, oh, I was betrayed and I shouldn't have trusted him, but it's too late now and this is the good ending. Well, damn. You know, like, there are games like that. We could play them, I'm sure. Idea Factory doesn't do that shit. They're like, no. Like, he'll seem backstab you, but he's totally gonna, like, have a change of heart, because, like, they know what we want. We want perfect, wonderful gentlemen. Yeah. Less derpy heroines, though. Like, come on. Level up the derp a little. Down it. Wait. Get rid of a little bit of the derp. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Anyway.
He's unworthy of your trust. Come along with me to see her father. He's been waiting for you.
I said he had his reasons. We're together in this. It would have been a lie for me to say that Kyoru's revelation hadn't stunned me, but I'm sure Ryoma had his reasons for choosing to accept those orders. I mean, the Shinsengumi had initially instructed me to grow close with Ryoma to extract information too. Like, he looks so unsurprised, he's just like, yep.
If I'm hearing you correctly, you're saying that you don't mind being deceived if he has any reasons? Time and time again, I advised you not to grow attached to this treasonous scum.
Well, that's my decision to make, not yours. Also, you're a lying sack of shit because you're a boy in a dress. I mean, look, if that's your thing, I'm not saying, but he is not, that's not your identity. You are not like, look, I just feel like a girl. That's not it at all. You're not doing this because you legitimately feel like a girl. You're doing this for other weird, fucked up reasons. And you're making a mockery of everyone else. That's all I'm saying. And you're lying to us because we think you're a girl. We don't know you're our brother. So, like, I trust him more than I trust you. Meh. All his secrets are on the table. What about yours, bitch? You hide them under that Komodo. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. like, we barely know you. We certainly don't know you're our brother. Why would I trust you? Aside from the guy that I've been palling around with for 4 fucking years. Almost 4 years. I mean, we haven't spent as much time in the 4 years with him as we did the Shinsengumi boys, but still. Thanks, Spacey. I knew you'd understand. I'm not saying I understand, but...
Spacey, you bitch! What? So you're gonna trust him over me?
Wait, what? Kira's voice suddenly changed, shifting from a girlish squeak to a seething masculine tenor. I'm gonna doubt that. For a moment, I almost thought that I was speaking to a different person. Finally, your true self emerges. Quit the kabuki act and show us who you really are.
Shut the hell up!
Kira has the same voice.
You bastard! What did you tell Spacey? What bullshit did you tell my little sister?
Little sister? My jaw dropped. What in the world was happening? Kyoru, however, was quick to react as Ryoma and I stood in disbelief. She unsheathed her kodachi from out of her kimono and hurled it toward Ryoma. Ryoma! I strained my voice, yelling to grab his attention. Yeah! Ryoma deftly sidestepped out of the sword's path and drew his pistol from its holster. He wrapped his slender finger around its trigger, then... Ah! That kimono's a little small on you, eh? Do us all a favor and reveal yourself. Well, hello. Normally, I know what you're saying, but it sounds a little inappropriate.
I grow tired of your arrogance, Sakamoto. Realize that the only thing keeping you alive is Nakaoka, who begged pitifully for your life. That is all. But unlike him, I hold no sympathy for you. Not after your constant mockery of me. More than anything, I find myself disgusted that my precious little sister would be seduced by a shameless womanizer such as yourself.
Yeah, but have you seen him? He's fine. Seriously, though. He's fine. All of a sudden, Kaoru ripped the kimono off of his body with a menacing grin stretched over her face. His face. Its finely woven sakura pattern fluttered in the air. Then... I just love how he's wearing all of that, including the cape and everything, under that kimono, and we didn't see the collar and the cape. We saw none of that. It's just that is a magical kimono that I could hide those collars. That's all I'm saying.
So be it, Ryoma Sakamoto. From this moment onward, I'll show you no mercy. Consider it an honor to be blessed with the chance of dueling with the head of the Yukimura clan. You insolent serf. I cannot wait to tear you apart.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm the head of the Yukimura clan because I'm a woman and I'm more powerful than you just because I have a vagina. Wait, is that how it works? I mean, like, the women are, like, sought after. Shouldn't that make me the head of the clan? I'm the one who's sought after, like, oh, I should be the head, not you. Not your slave to sell to Kazama, although apparently I am, which just kind of sucks, but... The head of the Yukimura clan. And judging from the attire, was Kaoru a man?
I was saving this revelation for the next time both of us were with Kodo, but I'd hate for it to come from the mouth of that fraud instead of my own. Let me be perfectly frank with you. I am heir to the Yukimura clan, its surviving son. I am your brother.
Behold the proof! Please don't. Keep your pants on. Oh, right, he's gonna whip out a sword. Okay, I was like, the proof! Ah! Proof that you're my brother, but not a boy. Like, just, you're related to me. I don't need to know that you're, like, that's inappropriate. That's just conduct we don't need here. Grasped in Kaoru's palm was a kodachi, nearly identical to my own in shape, size, and etchings. Prior to this, Sen had said that I was the sole survivor of my clan, but why? If you're actually my brother, then why have you been separated from me for all these years?
It was to protect you, Spacey.
Huh?
The village where the two of us were raised, Yukimura village, was ravaged by humans. Much later on, a letter from the Nagumo clan, the demon clan of Tosa, had reached us. In it, they had urged for us to visit their village, should we find no other place in which to reside. Adding insult to injury, the letter was addressed to you specifically, Spacey.
Me?
Their intentions couldn't have been any clearer. It was obvious from the start that the Nagumo clan saw you as nothing more than a child bearer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you think any differently.
In order to protect you, I decided to travel to the Nagumo clan's village posing as you.
We were like 3 or 4! You made no such fucking decisions. Stop this shit. Stop this shit. We were so babies, you could not have made this decision. You didn't. No, that's bullshit. Get your shit straight, game. Because literally in every other one, it's like, Kodo took us and you were passed off to the Nagumo clan and blah, 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 and they didn't want you and they treated you like garbage because you were a boy. So now all of a sudden it's like, I went there and I've been pretending to be a girl this whole time. Ha ha, nobody knows. No. Also, you were like, we were way too young for him to have, I decided to do this. You say this like you were 10 or 12 or something, like, and like actually had, even as a 10 or 12-year-old, no. I mean, I understand you're in a demon clan, so you're probably like, you know, smarter and more responsible than most 10 or 12-year-olds, but still, no. 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 Just no. I'm not falling for that bullshit. That's too far-fetched. The vampire demon thing, I get, no. That there's some logic in. There's some fantastical logic in that. This, no.
As far as details concerning my treatment in their custody go, well, some things are better left unsaid.
Maybe you shouldn't have pretended to be a girl. What were you wearing, though? Because, I'm just kidding. That was me being an asshole. Oh my god. But seriously, I mean, I just don't believe that for a second. I decided to go at 4 years old, whatever. From what Kaoru had been describing, Kaoru, no, my brother, was traumatized by the horrific treatment at the Nagumo clan's hand. I mean, okay.
If I had never chosen to protect you back then, I too could have lived a peaceful, fulfilling life in Edo.
No, because Kodo didn't want your shit. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. You're a lying sack of shit.
This isn't to say I blame you for these circumstances. Quite the contrary, actually.
That's a load of shit, too.
I just wish you knew how much I loved you.
That's a load of bullshit. I've been in other paths with you. I know you're a shady motherfucker. While I received a stable upbringing under the patient care of father, there were unspeakable evils witnessed by my brother, which I would never understand. All this time, he suffered unbeknownst to me. Enough of the bullshit. I extend the courtesy of letting you speak, and this is the crap you give us? You posed as her? Give me a break. Are you trying to imply that she owes you something because you wanted to play dress up?
What?
Sounds like loser talk to me. How's this? You're a snot-nosed entitled brat, mouthing off every reason under the sun for why you were made to suffer. Nothing but projection to me. You're the one who lacked the balls to exit that piss-poor circumstance. Way to blame it on her. That's all there is to it. Ryoma, I love you, because that's kind of true.
Don't lecture me like you know anything about us. I won't stand to hear it.
Kyoru, incensed by Ryoma's blunt provocations, attempted to slash at his foe out of rage, but without flinching, Ryoma blocked the incoming blade with the barrel of his pistol. Jeez. As the two were locked in a tense stance, Ryoma grabbed a hold of Kyoru's arm to pull him back. Before he could adjust his footing, however... The hell are you guys doing over there? Are you members of the Shogi Company? A nearby soldier barked at us. No, shut up! It's our own personal battle.
Damn it! I cannot afford for them to see the Furies right now. I'll have to let you escape for now. Consider yourself lucky, Sakamoto. And you too, Spacey. I will await you in the land known as Shirakawa, where the two of us were born, Yukamura Village, along with Kodo. I have faith we'll see each other again soon.
Wait! The soldier fired his rifle into the darkness to startle us. However, the bullet ripped through the darkness, hitting the blank wall as Kyoru vanished. We'll be goners if we stick around. We gotta run for it, Spacey. Okay. I had no chance to react as Ryoma clutched my wrist and practically dragged me away. Yeah, but the guy said wait. He said wait and fired at us. That's the fastest way to get me to run. We spent a few moments in the shadow, or like jump into a bush. We spent a few moments in the shadows to recollect ourselves, taking a quick peek inside Kanai Temple to survey the damage before heading back home. Kanai Temple. What we discovered was a hellish sight, which registered just after the foul stench stung our noses. Corpses, mutilated beyond recognition, whose flesh had been chewed and mauled without remorse, if not reduced to a grisly pile of mangled chunks. Ugh, come on! Seeing as the Imperial Army was careful to hide any evidence of their Fury affiliates, I could tell that even more corpses had been recently disposed elsewhere. Phew! Man, it feels like 10 years of my life have been shaved off, just like that, from using your Fury powers. Although technically, I'm already dead. So shaving off what? I'll never know. I guess it's kind of weird to mention stuff like that. Maybe now's not the time. Ryoma offered bits of playful banter, perhaps to assuage my mind from the repugnant scene, but my whole body continued to shiver. Are you all right, Spacey? You're shaking. I'm fine. There was no hiding the trauma in my face, though. It wasn't easy to take back there, was it? Those things he was saying, I mean. No, that's not it. I believe that my brother has undergone far more than I could comprehend. For years I lived in blissful ignorance of my true lineage as a demon, but learning of Kyoru's existence, his anguish and his isolation crushed me. It felt cruel to imagine that I was given a privileged life while he suffered alone. I felt so guilty. Months of contemplating the burden of my sins in regard to father's actions paled in comparison to this. Kyoru's his name, right? That man's filth, I tell ya. Filth? Why? He knew exactly what he was doing. Baiting you into some story just to assign the blame somewhere other than himself. It's a ploy. He's like, I know, I do this all the time. His path was his own, and yours was your own. You bear no responsibility for that. As far as I'm concerned, It's a scummy move only filth would do. I kind of agree with him. Like, Kaoru's a shady motherfucker and he's just a douche. But also, it's not our fault. But the thing is like, Spacey will be like, but that's not true because, I mean, I had a nice life and he didn't and I feel guilty. Look, you can feel bad for people like that. Like, you know what I mean? You can have some empathy for another person and be like, wow, he was abused. But do you know that happened? First of all, you don't know that actually happened with Kaoru. We're trusting that the game's telling us happened, right? So you can have some empathy and be like, I feel really bad that he had to deal with that, but it's not your fault and you shouldn't feel guilty. It's all my fault. I feel so guilty and I have to, like, what, you have to pay for that? No, it sucks. And you can have empathy and be supportive of him, but he's a psycho douche weasel. So we're not going to feel sorry for him. Feel sorry for other people, not him. That's not true. See? She's all this like, that's not true. It's all my fault. My father did. Whoa. Back it up, bitch. Back it up. Like, I get it. I get the empathy and the little guilt. Like, I feel guilty that, like, this happened, blah, blah. But I didn't know. And, you know, I can have empathy for him and want to try to help him because he's my brother. And I can have some, again, empathy. But no, it's not your fault. Stop blaming yourself. Stop. He needs to take responsibility for his own bullshit. Nah. There's a line, and she's just way the fuck on the other side, like, oh, it's all my fault, I'm so guilty, and I didn't know. Oh, stop. Makes me so angry. Stop. This is not, oh, she's so nice and sweet. It's like, you're stupid. Now you've just crossed the line into fucking stupid. It makes me angry. I mean, if I were in my brother's position, then there's a chance that I could have, if I were made to endure the harsh, barren life under the strict rule of the Nagumo clan, well, perhaps Kaoru could have become a different person. It made a difference for our people. No, here's the thing. It's different in a way. Like, he's a male. So he was blah, blah. And yes, as a child, it was, but he could have left at some point. He could have fucking pieced the fuck out of there. Okay? You, as a woman, probably would have been chained and you would have been popping out baby and like whatever. Like, you wouldn't have had the same opportunity to piece the fuck out. Okay? Not at all. So no. If I had endured that, you would have endured worse. Worse. Well, okay, different kinds. Difference. Because they probably abused the fuck out of him because he wasn't a girl and treated him like garbage. But they still probably would have treated you worse. And he, again, had the opportunity to be like, nope, bye. He didn't. And he's a psycho. I don't feel bad for him. I mean, I do. You know, you feel bad for the young kid who went there and was like abused and blah, blah, blah. But then there's a point where he snapped and now he's a psycho and I don't feel bad anymore. Like, you could be a better person, but you're never going to. So nope. I couldn't guarantee that I wouldn't become as bitter as he was today, so it was beyond me to judge him. You're nothing like him. Even if your upbringings were exactly alike, the two of you are different people. Twins or not, I bet my life on it. How do you know we're twins? He never said we were twins. I know we're twins, but how does he know? Just like, Ryoma kept his eyes locked on me, choosing each delicate word with purpose. My heart felt so warm. Do you really think so? I don't need to feel responsible for this, even though maybe I could have done something. No, you don't. Things happen. We beat onwards. Aren't you tired of hearing it by now from me? Only a fool would ask someone to atone for the sins of their ancestors. We are our own people. Ryoma's words of assurance gradually restored my confidence and brought a thin smile to my face. He has a point. It was one of his best traits. I adored the way he spoke to me, his inspiring allure. Even during the time in which the shogunate was still an institution in Edo, he foresaw all of this strife. Regardless of whatever anyone had told me about him, or how they believed the future would unfold, their words came second to Ryoma's, who continued to put his faith in what he believed was best for all. Are you still a little shaken? Ryoma narrowed his eyes in a solemn gaze, making it impossible to tell him anything other than the truth. Yes. It's so fucking weird every time somebody, like, I haven't closed my curtains and it's dark, and like every time somebody's on the trail on a bike with their lights on, I just see this little like flashing lights at the corner of my eyes. I'm like, what is that? It's a bike on the trail in the woods down below me. Unlike Ryoma, whose bravado often left him no room to experience feelings of doubt, I was easily taken by feelings of guilt. Perhaps, I wondered, it would have been in everyone's best interest had I been the one to become a Nagumo. Oh, shut up with this bullshit! Ugh! What worth did I have to offer that justified the sacrifice he made on my behalf? He didn't! He didn't choose it! I'm sorry, I'm not falling for that. You were way too little to have made that decision to protect your sister. Kodo fucking abandoned your ass to them. Like, stop it. Stop it. Ryoma's eyes shifted slowly around my face, scanning me in silence. Again, I'm all for empathy. I'm all for like, oh my god, I feel so bad, and like, what would have happened to me? And like, I'm glad it wasn't me, but I feel really bad for him. And like, but like, it should have been me. I should have taken his place. Stop! There's a line. Suddenly, he walked over to a nearby candle and gently blew out the flame flickering on the wick. Oh. Ryoma? Oh. I was puzzled and I called out to him. Come here, Spacey. Huh? He and I were already centimeters apart. How much closer could I get to him? Oh, much closer, honey. Get much closer. I said, come here. The second time around, he urged me more assertively, going so far as to grab my hand to draw me in. Oh, CG. Oh. Oh. Did he just pull us on top of him? Oh, no, just really close to kiss. Oh, no, almost on top, because he's taller than us. Oh, hi. Oh. He has such a baby face in this one. Only centimeters separated our faces, so the tickle of his fresh breath grazed my skin coolly. Because the room was enveloped in darkness, however, I had no way of telling what kind of expression he was wearing. All I could tell was that his gaze had been pointed towards me. We may have kissed before, but the intimacy we were sharing in this tender moment was somehow different, and my heart began to race. Oh, well, he's a womanizer, so please womanize me a little bit. but, just for the night. Whenever you feel hopeless or stuck in your head, I want you to remember what I'm about to tell you. There's no sense in feeling guilty. Not now. Not ever. His eyelashes are like a foot long, Jesus. Focus on the moments that matter to you. Like lying beside me on this bed. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. So he just pulled us down on top of... Damn, he's sexy. He's just like, come here. I'm going to just fall onto the bed and pull you on top of me. That's a sexy move. Although, in reality, that were to happen, there'd be like a head bump or my nose is bleeding! It would never work out as sexy as it does in your head. So, as Ryoma whispered softly into my ear, it was as if I was caught in a spell. I couldn't move a muscle. This is why he womanizes. He's just good at things. All of the tendrils wrapped around my aching heart were starting to loosen, one by one. As I stared back into the eyes of the man I loved, I responded, fully giving in to his entrancing advice. Do I deserve to feel happy? I've been able to live in ignorance for years. Because of me, there's a chance that my twin was doomed to a fate he'd never needed to experience. Free yourself of these tiresome thoughts. Don't worry anymore. I'm here. Oh, God, I wish. I love it when they give us two kissy CGs. After placing his index finger on my lips, he soon followed with the touch of his plump lips. At first, it was a mere peck, and then I felt his lower lip scoop mine, pulling me in closer as he stroked my cheek with his coarse hand. His tongue was like magic, expelling each of my anxious thoughts with soft, sweet flicks. That line is great. It became hard to form thoughts as I lost myself. You're safe here. No need to speak. No need to think. I feel safe with you. I find peace in your tranquil heart. So let me help you find peace in mine. Oh, God. I can't. I'm going to die. I nodded, offering him the only gesture I could give while keeping up with the pace of his eager lips. The feelings of guilt plaguing me were releasing their hold on me. Nothing mattered as much as Ryoma did to me. Just stay with him tonight, please, God. He nibbled playfully on my lower lip. Ah! He's a winner. Then my head swirled in ecstasy as Ryoma lowered me onto the futon from his strong arms. Oh, hi. Please don't make me read it. How much time passed afterwards was unclear to me. As I woke, my eyelids took their time adjusting to the light. I realized I was still trapped in the haze. Huh? As I glanced at the empty spot beside me on the futon, I realized Ryoma was absent and shot up from panic. Did he go off somewhere? Yeah, he's done with you now. Bye. Happy ending. Wait, no. I feared that he had left me to find Nakoka. I began huffing from anxiety and left the room. Spacey? Hell, still kind of early even for you. Did you want to do an early start or something? Yeah. Oh, no, okay, never mind. Oh, there you are. When I woke, I couldn't find you, so I became worried that you might have left. Sorry, how silly of me. I should have known leaving a woman asleep alone was a bad idea. Of course you were worried. Hey, that's not what I said. Even in his groggy state, Ryoma found a chance to sneak a jab in about our previous night together. Yeah. My cheeks started to flare, and I couldn't look him in the eye. That just makes me... Yeah. I don't know if we're supposed to insinuate that they had some fun, but I'm just going to go with that, because that just makes me feel better. What were you doing in here? Were you thinking about something? Well, I guess I just had some thinking to do. Do you mean in regards to what Kaoru told us? In all honesty, I'd still been reeling from everything he said. My entire life had been called into question, exposing the frail lies that had once held all of it together. Ryoma, Kaoru mentioned something about you acting as a spy on behalf of the Tosa domain. Yep, can't deny that. Yodo, Tosa's feudal lords, and all of the retainers, all of them asked me, but I never intended to serve them. After deflecting from the domain, though, they took members of my family hostage. I couldn't just doom them all. After defecting. Did I say defecting? I think I don't know. Just as he said, my original reason for introducing myself to you was to pry information regarding the Shinsengumi's activities back then. Does that paint me in a different light to you? No. My response was unchanged from what I had told Kaoru. Here's the thing, so they were like, get close to her, blah blah blah. But I was gonna be like, so like how did they know? Well, Kodo found out that we were there, and then Kaoru would have known, and then they would have. So I mean, I guess, yeah, maybe, but it's weird. Anyway, no matter what intentions he may have had, I knew that he would never lie to me maliciously. That at least I could count on. So was Nakaoka under the same predicament as you? Yeah, it's messed up. In retaliation, he's gotten our old comrades to become furies to seek vengeance on those goddamn retainers. It was a tragedy, one that yielded no real winners. In a time when our country had needed its people to unify against mounting external pressures, class exploitation dominated our social hierarchies, and it was impossible to move forward while others chose to focus on conflicts from generations ago. Is your family safe in Tosa? For now, thankfully. I don't have to worry much about that. The shogunate is long gone. As for Yodo and the rest of the retainers, they aren't affiliated with the Satsuma Choshu in any capacity. I'm sure they're too busy worrying about who's sitting on top of their own dog pile. And if Nakoka's still planning to carry out this mission as he sees fit, then I doubt he gives a damn about what the Tosa think. I know, but of all the terrible happenings going on, it brought me some sense of relief to hear that Ryoma's family was under no immediate danger. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to vent aloud. Who would have thought I'd ever be... Ah, we are. See, what did I say? I said like 10 years. So yeah, I would have thought I'd ever be going to a girl 10 years younger than me to find comfort. Are you insinuating that I'm not good in bed? Or just for advice? I'm not really sure how you're wording that, but, because, comfort. I'm seeking comfort. We fling that around. Don't say it like that. I always want to be there for you when you need me. I don't want to be the only one who asks for help. Let me be a shoulder for you too, Ryoma. Ryoma stretched his smile almost as wide as the arm he was wrapping around my shoulders. Before I knew it, I was covered by his loving arms. Thank you, Spacey. I'll never know how I found a woman like you. Ryoma. I sighed. In spite of his corny humor or his tendency to take things too far, they were genuine expressions of love. It's got a tricky sense of humor. Chapter 4? Chapter 4. It takes a lot. When it takes that long to go, it's chapter 4. July 1868. Shirakawa Castle, located in Aizu, had finally been surrendered over to the Imperial Army. Something peculiar came to my attention, though. There was a hint of discord among all of the Imperial soldiers, as if some would boisterously take part in the pillaging and others were silent. On one such occasion, Ryoma and I had been walking on the path leading to Shirakawa. You all right, Spacey? You should rest soon. No, I'm fine. All right, just tell me if you're tired, and this lap is yours for the taking. Oh, yeah, I bet. Thank you. All of the strenuous walking had clearly been exhausting me, but more than anything, I wished for the pounding ache in my feet to disappear. Man, how the hell did we manage to find our way here without a map or guide? There's a path through the woods? Ryoma was right. The path to Yukamura village was perilous, a maze of winding roads that branched off in several directions. We somehow avoided becoming lost, however, as a strange intuition guided me through the dense forest. It was as if a voice were summoning me from off in the distance, beckoning me to my place of origin. After stepping through a decade's worth of tall, overgrown grass, we had finally arrived. I can read. As I laid my eyes on the village's charred ruins, goosebumps emerged all along my forearm. Nostalgia began to twist my sentimental heart. There was something to the familiar scent of fresh air, or the crinkle of grass underneath my slipper. So you've come, Spacey. I've been waiting for you. I'm assuming it's Kodo and not. It's probably Kaoru now. As I turned around, there stood everyone. Yeah. Kaoru, father. So we don't know who spoke, but I'm just going to pretend it was Kodo. So,
After years of waiting, it does the heart good to see a family reunited after years of separation. But seeing Sakamoto accompany you as an escort gives me the impression that you have no intention of accepting our proposal.
Take it in that way if you want. Before we begin, I've just got to ask. Where's Nakaoka? I don't see him around.
Oh, have you not noticed yet? Haven't you heard of rumors that something had been amiss at Shirakawa Castle after the surrender?
Don't tell me Nakaoka and his men are...
Exactly. And they're continuing their experiments on the Furies at Shirakawa Castle. And thanks to Nakaoka and his battalion of Tosa men, we have no shortage of willing test subjects. I suppose this means I've got to commend them. The Tosa are quite the selfless bunch.
It was sickening to listen to Kaoru express sadistic joy over his approval of the Tosa's experiments. His lips warped into a cruel smirk, and it was frighteningly clear that he showed no remorse for sacrificing innocent Tosa lives for his own gain. What are you wishing will come out of this? Why'd you call her here?
Our aim is simple. To usher the resurgence of the Yukamura clan following its tragic, untimely demise.
Resurgence?
Don't play stupid. You know the tale, don't you? Of how humans massacred our people.
Well, Sen had mentioned the story to me once before. The Yukamura clan were practitioners of pacifism. As such, humans saw an opportunity to ravage and exploit my people, and they took it.
I still remember taking your hand, leading you out of the village as it became engulfed by hellfire, and we ran for our lives. Listen closely. Can't you hear them? The voices of the demons crying in anguish. Or do you absolve yourself from the burden of their cries, so long as you live in your ignorance? Spacey.
I told him... Hold on. I don't have the guide. Okay. My guide went... But the screen went dark. I didn't think we were going to get to a choice this soon, but... If Kaoru were delivering his scathing remarks before Ryoma had entered my life, then I would have likely buckled in front of him. However, someone I love dearly once told me that I have no reason to feel guilty over sins I didn't commit. He said that even if my clan had been destroyed, I can't stop myself from moving forward with my life. I deserve happiness too. He's like, yeah. I know, you were so... God, you were fun as fuck. What? Spacey. I think the same could be applied to you. And Father as well, right? Just because our village was destroyed, we needn't submit to hatred.
Shut up! Don't bother wasting your breath!
Scared by Bird.
In other words, you're saying that you've chosen instead to listen to that deceitful rat there, have you? Whatever. Perhaps if I murder him in front of you, I can restore what remains of your reason.
You are not going to be able to beat him. You suck at life. You are worse at this than I... Okay, you're probably better at this than I am, but you still suck. Just then, Kyoru reached into his pocket. It was... No! Oh, he's gonna take it. Kyoru put a small glass vial to his lips. He hastily downed its contents, then threw the vial, and then... But you're already a demon, so taking the water of life as a demon should, like, I don't know, it's weird. We did it in one path as a bad ending, and we died. So I don't know why him taking it would make him super all-powerful. You know what I mean? Right as the glass shattered against the ground, his hair began to turn white, which he should be able to do because he's already a natural demon. I don't understand this.
Now, brace yourself, Sakamoto. Here's a token of gratitude, all thanks to your willful deception of my precious sister.
Then Kyoru kicked at the ground, charging towards Ryoma to close in the distance between them, and then Ryoma just like waits till he's too close and blows his brains out. That'd be great. It would be so great if he killed him like instantly and you're like, oh, well, that was anticlimactic, but awesome. He swung forward, light emanating from his kodachi. Grr! Ryoma had missed the path of the blade by a matter of centimeters, but...
I like to play with my food before I eat it. Can you tell?
Gross. Kyoru continued, inflicting a flurry of slashes as Ryoma defended himself with frantic parries, and then... Ryoma took aim at Kyoru and pulled the trigger.
Ha! In close quarters, how do you think is the advantage? A gun or a sword?
Probably a gun at close quarters is going to blow your brains out. It's not hard to aim that close.
Gah!
Kyoru knocked Ryoma back with his kodachi's hilt, and as Ryoma tried to readjust his footing...
Too late!
Leave my boyfriend alone. Wait, you cannot be being beaten by this twerp. I'm losing a little faith. Seriously, any of the other demons maybe, but this guy, even with the water of life, you should be better than him. Stop, honey. Wow. Downgrade right now. You're gorgeous, but, I'm gonna need you to man up a little bit, right now. Am I gonna have to save your ass? Because I don't want to do that. Gah! A well-timed slash brought Ryoma to his knees, and Kyoru grabbed a tuft of his hair in glee.
You could have killed me if you had taken that shot, but you contemplated, didn't you? Why? If it's for some sentimental reason, like that I share the face of the woman you love, then spare me.
Yeah, that's creepy.
You're a disgrace. I now understand why Hakuoki and the rest of the Imperial Nationalists found you so insufferable. Perhaps you would have been better off if I had left you for dead in Oyumiya.
Omiya? Whatever. You know I can't say that. Anyway, no! At this rate, Kyoru, let go of Ryoma! I instinctively drew out my kodachi and lunged forward. Spacey, you idiot! Don't come! I ignored Ryoma's plea, pointing the tip of my blade at Kyoru as I sprinted forward, but... A pistol rattled off somewhere in the distance. Huh? Where did that gunshot come from? And who was its target?
No!
As Kyoru clutched his breast, blood began to stain his palm, and he slammed to the ground with a thud. Hakuoki? Oh, Shiranui. I was like, did Hakuoki do it? I forgot about Shiranui.
This one reeked of piss and fear. Anyone with half a brain could tell that he was incapable of making the killing blow.
Shiranui! So you've come.
But of course, seeing one of my kin sink to the depravity of becoming a fake was too much to bear. But I hadn't expected Sakamoto to have the stomach to kill the brother of the woman he loved either.
Shiranui lowered his gaze at Kyoru, who was lying in a shallow pool of his own blood.
Spacey, are you there?
Kyoru mustered enough strength to call out to me, though his voice sounded hoarse and feverish.
It's dangerous. If you stay here, the fire will take you.
His eyes were glassy, and that he wasn't looking me in the eye gave me the impression that he was gone. From what it looked like, he was floating somewhere between reality and a dream, stuck in the memory of our village being set ablaze, of its last scorching moments on this earth.
Again and again, they tell me a male demon must always protect the female.
Spacey, take his hand. At Ryoma's behest, I dropped to my knees and took Kyoru's hand into mine. They were small and icy to the touch, His life was leaving him, and I tried to steel myself instead of panicking as I looked into his eyes. Brother, our paths may have diverged by no fault of our own at the end of our village's destruction, but Kyoru was only a child too when all of it happened. I couldn't comprehend the strength he had in going to the Nagumo clan, all to protect me, but I don't believe that he did. To protect me. It was a kindness for which I could never repay him.
Spacey, what's the matter? Are you crying?
Oh, these aren't tears of sadness. I wanted to thank you.
Thank me.
Thank you for protecting me. And I want to apologize for forgetting you. Kyoru responded with a thin smile, and he clutched my hand with what little strength remained of him. In his final moments, it felt as though the peace he had been so desperately searching for had come.
Don't worry about that. As long as you're safe. Mind if I sleep for a little bit? I feel rather tired at the moment.
Of course. Good night, brother. Then his eyelids slammed shut. His clasp around my hand loosened before his hand dropped limp to the ground. When it finally registered to me that he was gone, hot tears started streaming down my cheeks. My twin brother. I wondered if we would have been friends had things turned out differently for the two of us. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this part up here because we're like roughly at time, but also I don't want to go too long over. And because we're already in chapter 4, so the next part's probably going to be kind of short, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I know. Look, I get the empathy. Like, oh my god, no, it's sad he's died. Okay, you can feel it. And I can understand the like, I'm sorry that I forgot you, and I, and you saved me, fine. But oh, okay, stop. Just stop. I still don't feel bad about him. I still don't feel bad about that asshole dying. He may have like redeemed. He may have been like redeeming himself as he died, and like, but still, no, no, no. Like Kodo had some moments, where he was like, "Oh, I'm redeeming myself," and he saved us, and you're like, "Okay, well, okay, all right, I'll give you that." Not giving it to this kid. In your dying moments, then you're like, "Oh, Spacey, the fire." No, you're not winning me over with that bullshit. So I'm not gonna cry. Motherfucker needed to die. He sucks. I do get her point that like maybe things could have been different. Yeah, maybe they could have been different. And yeah, like you want to thank your brother for protecting you. Okay, I'm fine with that. And like, I'm sorry I forgot you. Okay, I'm down with that too. But like, okay, it's one thing to be sad. Like, well, I'm sad because we never got to know each other and this is my brother and like bad things happen to him. But like, okay, I get a little bit, but let's get over it now. Like, he doesn't deserve that much because he's a dumb fuck. He's an asshole and I don't feel bad for him. I'll let her feel bad, but I don't. I don't feel bad at all. I'm like, nope. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Kaoru. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.